Good evening. This is Mike B, the dark god of the Klippa, the silver devil. You are in the temple of Sitracha, the temple of the backwards tree. Okay, guys, tonight I want to talk with you on a subject that I don't think a lot of people have, and I think it's important. So let's talk about it. I want to tell you about how I bolster my magic and my success by leveraging the power of my previous successes in a present tense working. That's a mouthful. I know I'm using a lot of words, and maybe I'm using too many words to say something simple. I'm sorry. All right, let's look at this from a really nasty Aki right-hand path perspective first, okay? Just to understand the concept. If you are to read the Lemmigaton and you read some of the goetic conjurings and goetic preparations that a magician would use, this is what you're going to see and find. O Lord God Most High, as you parted the Red Sea for Moses, do this for me. As you saved Daniel in the lion's den, do this for me. As you saved Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego from the flames, do this for me. You're going to see, okay, the magician is hyping himself up. He's working himself into a frenzy. Aleister Crowley said, and I agree, inflame thyself in prayer. He's not talking about a fucking prayer. He's talking about inflaming yourself with desire and power, okay? That's what the magician is doing with all this. God, like you did for so-and-so, do this for me. He's working himself up a ladder of miracles and power so that he believes this can happen. This can really be done, okay? Because you are really calling a demon, trying to press your will on it and gain some type of favor or what have you. That's a pretty tall order for a lot of magicians that really don't know what the fuck they're doing. I mean, so calling on God, a lot of magicians do that, and whatever. I think that me and you, we have a better way of doing things. I'm pretty sure, but anyway, but the point still stands. The magician psychs himself up with past successes, okay? Now, this boldens his present tense activity and makes him a believer, okay? We're going to flip the script. We're going to do something way cooler. Because what we do in the temple of the backwards tree and what we do in the left-hand path, in my view, is like much cooler than anything in the right-hand path, for sure. Like, we've got fucking style. We're sexy about how we move. Okay, let me break it down. This is how I get down, and I'm recommending it to you. You should already be, and if you don't know this, now you do. You should be writing down every single act of magic that you are performing. I don't care if it's candle, planetary, visionary, jinn, evocation, whatever you're doing, you document. Day, time, purpose, and the result after a certain amount of time has passed. If you are not doing this, you have no way to know, realistically, what your percentage of success is or your success rate. If you are a beginner, you can expect about 25 to 40 at best percent success rate. That's just the way it is. As you move into intermediate, you're going to see 40 to 55, maybe 60%, okay? If you hit the rarefied atmosphere of Adeptus, which not a lot of people do, you're going to be looking at 60 to 70, 75% success. If you make it to master, you're looking at 80 to 90% success rate. That's realistic, okay? Now, you need to be documenting all of your work, every bit of it. It doesn't matter what the result was. You need to be able to look back at it. Now, we're going to use it now for a different task entirely. Stay with me, okay? When I get up to the plate to take my swing at the ball. I don't give a fuck what God did for Moses or Elijah, okay, or Aaron or Daniel or Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. I'm worried about what this God has already done for me. Okay, boom, I did this. Boom, I did that. Boom, I did this. All of that shit was fucking amazing. And I've done it over and over and over again. So now I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to knock it out of the ballpark because I know I can. I walk myself up my own ladder of past experience success. And I inflame myself with prayer and strength and confidence, knowing I have done harder things before, and I'm going to do this now, and that's it. There is no failure. There's no trying. I'm going to do it, and it's going to get done. That's it. I'm going to talk to the Spirit. The Spirit's going to listen, and it's going to do what I say. That's what's going to happen. That's powerful shit, okay? So you're killing two birds with one stone. You're knowing what your success ratio is, and from there, you can identify areas of magic that you're weak in and that need remedial assistance, like more projects in this area so that you can gain more exposure and ability. And you're also realistically gauging what your success rate is, okay? And you're able to use your past success to your advantage in a present tense. Guys, it's so much more empowering to look in the mirror and say, I did this, I did that, and now I'm going to do this. Watch as I take the powers of the universe and bend them to my will again, because that's what's going to happen now. That is so much more empowering than, God, I know you did this for Moses. Please do it for me. I'm just not with that. I'm not with it. Like, if you're a right-hand path Kabbalist and you're offended by what I just said, I don't know what to tell you, man, because, you look, I'm not with it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You know, don't underestimate yourself and stop deifying all these other entities and ignoring your own divinity at the same time. You have the same divinity inside of you that these entities do as well. And so instead of, like, debasing yourself in front of them, like, celebrating your own divinity on a daily basis and making life a celebration of this divinity that you are, that actually works, man. That's some empowering shit. That's like some shit that builds you up. That's what I'm about. So if we have philosophical differences, it's cool. I'm not telling you that you're wrong. I'm just telling you that this is what works for me and this is what I recommend to you. I'm only giving it to you how I do it, like, because I know that that's the way that works for sure for me. So take it with a grain of salt. Take it on the rocks. Take it like Caesar took Rome. It's all good. I'm just trying to help. That's all I got for you tonight, guys. Thank you for being with me. This is Mike B. This is the Temple of the Backwards Tree, the Temple of Cedra Acra. Peace out, and I'll see you on Wednesday.